It's Friday, June 28. In the headlines, Jamaica will soon have access to increased international funding. In business news, National Housing Trust policy changes to take effect on July 1. Regionally, China hosts a medical forum for Trinidad and Tobago health professionals. And in sports, impressive performances at the JAAA's Puma National Junior and Senior Trials. This is the Weekend News on PBC Jamaica. I'm Simone Absalom Gale. Jamaica will soon have increased access to international funding. This as the country has been removed from the Financial Action Task Force's grey list of countries that are assessed as having deficiencies in their anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism regimes. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, made the announcement in a media release on Friday. He said the decision to remove Jamaica from the list was taken at FATF's plenary on Friday in Singapore. Minister Clark, who is leading a delegation to that country, described the development as, quote, Jamaica's significant progress in improving its AML-CFT regime, end quote. Jamaica was placed on the grey list in February 2020, signaling international financial and other institutions to engage in enhanced due diligence when doing transactions with entities and individuals from the country. This makes transacting with FATF grey-listed countries more expensive. Minister with responsibility for information, Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon, says improved public education is among the tools the government intends to use to fight the daily deluge of fake news and defamatory statements on social media. Denida Rodney has the story.
Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris-Dixon made the announcement during Wednesday's post-cabinet media briefing. She says the aim is to help the public understand what is real and what is not real.
We will be using our broadcasting commission, and they've already independently started to work on a public education campaign that helps our Jamaican people to understand what's true, what's not, how to figure out if something is true, in fact. And we will, obviously, as a part of that point to some of you in this room, the traditional media in this room, we will say to them, go to traditional media. That's where you can actually find out if something is real or is not. And so the primary thing we'll be doing at this time is enhancing public education to help individuals to understand what's real and what's not real.
Dr. Morris-Dixon says the rise of artificial intelligence, AI, presents another obstacle for the government in its fight against fake news.
AI is an area that we have to really be looking at, because with AI, fake news, disinformation can be even more potent. And so it is very important that we teach Jamaicans how to understand what's real, what's a real video, what's not a real video, so that we can have conversations that are based in truth and not based in untruths.
She continued, saying that although there is no new legislation in place, existing laws can be used to prosecute individuals who do not tell the truth.
There are no new legislations at this time. We have some that are already on the that are already there. We have the Cyber Crimes Act. We have laws around libel. There are already laws that exist and that can be used in terms of prosecuting individuals who do not speak truth online. But before we even get there, the key thing is, let us have public education. Let us have a discourse about what's the right approach going forward.
For the news on PBCJ, I am Denida Rodney.
Sustaining public sector transformation through leadership for service excellence. That is the theme for the upcoming Regional Public Sector Leadership Development Conference, scheduled for July 9 to July 12, 2024. Senior Manager for the Leadership Development at MIND and Conference Coordinator Georgia Sinclair shared details about the event at a recent JIS think tank. She says the 4-day event will begin with a pre-conference workshop
entitled The Emotionally Effective Leader. And our very own CEO, Ruby Brown, will be the presenter. So that pre-conference kicks off conference, and you don't want to miss that session. That session is an all-day session from 9 a.m. to 4:30 p.m.
She says the conference will have speakers from across the region.
We also have Dr. Ingrid Richter. She's from Canada, and she is going to talk about the topic leading public service transformation in a VUCA environment. And what is a VUCA environment? An environment that is volatile, uncertain, complex, and one that is ambiguous. So we're also going to have Ambassador Joan Underwood, and she's going to speak about people engagement, the heart of service excellence. We are going to have also some panel discussions that features artificial intelligence, harnessing technology for more efficient public service.
July 12 will see participants attending a post-conference workshop.
Features a Dr. Tracy Harrell out of the US. She conducted a webinar for us back in March around a topic of positive intelligence. And we're going to take a deeper dive into that in terms of enhancing leadership, your leadership journey through living powerfully experience through positive intelligence.
Time now for the Business Report with Denise Williams.
Good day, everyone, and thank you for joining us on the Business Report. I'm Denise Williams, your guide through the latest happenings in the world of business. The National Housing Trust contributors will be able to take advantage of the previously announced policy changes that are to take effect on July 1. This means that all NHT mortgagors will become eligible for a home improvement loan of up to 3.5 million Jamaican dollars after 10 years of their initial mortgage. Previously, there was a 15-year wait. Additionally, the NHT announced the Home Starter Program buyback approach, where contributors can sell their units back to the NHT within 10 years and access full benefits for acquiring a new home. The Starter Home Housing Program will feature one-bedroom and studio apartment complexes in urban centers. Initial developments include units in Vineyard Town and Howard Avenue in Kingston. Additional units in Barracks Road, Montego Bay are earmarked for this initiative and will target workers in the BPO sector. Lack of funding is perhaps the biggest reasons for charities to fail. They simply can't secure enough funding to continue operations. While people love the feeling of being charitable, the reality is that they are unlikely to give to a charity unless it resonates with them. We sat down with Nora Blake, manager of the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange, to understand more about how the JSSE is seeking to change that reality. So we're here with Miss Nora Blake, manager of the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange. Now, Nora, here's the thing. We talk about investing, we talk about business, we talk about finance. All of this is not going to happen if everybody's left behind and only a few are making all the money and piling up everything for themselves.
Yes.
So a social investment is so very important because we want to give back.
Yes.
But we want to give back in a structured way.
Absolutely.
Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Okay, great. So in your role as the manager of this platform that's innovative, that's transparent, that encourages persons to become social investors.
Yes.
They're investing in the society, the betterment of the society.
Yes.
It's not a traditional investment where you get something in your
Right.
pocket. It is the investment here?
And we have a term for that.
Okay.
It's measurable.
Yes.
And so we measure it and we report it back to you as your social return on investment.
Social return, because I don't want to live somewhere where everybody's hungry,
right?
But I'm happy, I'm full, I'm
and
good.
That's part of our value proposition when the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange was formed. We are seeing the platform, the ecosystem, the facilitation that we're providing as a tool for national development, meaning that we believe if you can facilitate the sustainability of the social sector in terms of mobilizing resources into it, we can have the economy as well as the people and the environment all developing holistically.
Correct.
So that we can have, maybe we could be a model nation.
Yes.
We're hoping one day for this. So it's nice, it's great when the stock exchange is the #1 performing stock exchange in the world.
Yes.
And we'll do it again. But at the same time, we want to be able to speak to people getting decent pay for their work.
Yes.
We want to speak to good stock of housing for people.
Yes.
We want to speak to the level of education that we're offering our children from early childhood right through. We want to speak to community transformation.
Yes.
Wealth creation.
Yes.
Job creation in marginalized groups, for example, disabled people.
Correct.
Yeah. So that's what it's really about, right? You want to have a balanced developmental process for Jamaica, and that's what we hope to facilitate.
I love that. And this is important because a lot of people say, oh, why should I give? Because I don't see what I get back. But yet, we are our brother's keeper.
Yes. And if I may say this, to go back to Vision 2030,
yes,
it has 4 broad goals for the nation. And only one is purely economic. That's goal number 3, I believe, that we would have a prosperous economy.
Yes.
Having a prosperous economy does not speak to the other 3 goals that we have. We take care of the environment and it's kept and it's preserved, and that we have a society where people are secure, where there's a safety net, where people are, the human development factor, you know, like education and health is being taken care of. And also significantly, citizen security.
Okay.
Yeah. So those are the broad goals, and they're not all going to happen just because the economy is prospering.
Absolutely. Thank you, Ms. Nora Blake, manager of the Jamaica Social Stock Exchange, who's just really sharing with us some of the lessons she's learned about helping charities and donors get a social return on capital. During trading for the period June 27, 2024, the following companies represent the top 3 most active stocks that investors bought and sold on the Jamaica Stock Exchange. Pastry manufacturer and distributor Honey Bun 1982 Limited, with 8,079,113 units, amounted to 24.25% of the market volume in terms of sales. Alternative energy provider Wigton Wind Farm Limited ordinary shares, 3,878,945 units, amount to 11.64% of the market volume in terms of sales. Toll road operator Trans-Jamaican Highway Limited, with 3,123,756 units, amounted to 9.38% of the market volume in terms of sales. Over on the Twin Island Republic of Trinidad and Tobago Stock Exchange, trading on June 27, 2024, registered a volume of 206,763 shares crossing the floor of the exchange, valued at $4,088,821 Trinidad and Tobago dollars and 19 cents. First Caribbean International Bank Limited was the volume leader with 58,166 shares, changing hands for a value of $404,172 Trinidad and Tobago dollars and 4 cents, followed by Massey Holdings Limited with a volume of 34,000 963 shares being traded for 141,421 Trinidad and Tobago dollars and 42 cents. Moving from the money moves of investors, executives, and companies, we turn to the Forex market. On June 27, 2024, the Bank of Jamaica reported that $54 million was bought from Forex traders, while $67.5 million was sold to Forex traders. Buying directly from the Bank of Jamaica, foreign currency traders sold the US dollar for $156.72 and bought US dollars for $155.61. The difference between the buy and sell rate was $1.11, which represents a profit for Forex traders for every US dollar traded. Canadian Forex traders earned a trading profit of $2.27 from transactions with the Bank of Jamaica. The Canadian dollar was sold for $115.72 and bought for $113.45. For traders looking at the British pound, they pocketed a profit of $3.14, selling it for $198.77 and buying it for $195.63. For our credit report tip of the day, we once again look at the situation where you have a financial setback, but then you get a windfall of cash. This is a unique opportunity to rebuild your credit score. Here is another suggestion. With the windfall, consider consulting with a financial advisor or credit counselor. They can provide personalized guidance and help you create a strategic plan to rebuild your credit effectively. And with that, we wrap up today's business report. I'm Denise Williams. Appreciate your company. Stay well informed, stay ahead of the curve. Until our next update, take care.
In regional news, Trinidad and Tobago is partnering with China to enhance its healthcare sector through medical seminars led by Chinese doctors and lecturers. Tyrion Brown-Campbell reports on this collaboration aimed at boosting local practitioners' expertise.
An academic exchange program in cardiovascular disease between this country and the People's Republic of China. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Beijing Anzheng Hospital and the Capital Medical University of China, executed the China Trinidad and Tobago Cardiovascular Medical Forum under the auspices of the Chinese government. Line Minister Terence Dialsing says the academic exchange has benefits.
This project presents us with the perfect opportunity to strengthen the cardiovascular sciences in our country by learning from some of the most accomplished international experts operating in health systems and settings designed from China's technological excellence and ingenuity.
Minister Dialsing notes the ministry will soon add robots designed to assist medical personnel in executing various procedures to its medical complement.
And a company that designs, develops, and markets innovative robotic solutions for treating cardiovascular diseases, RoboCath, announced in December 2023 that it performed a first-in-human robotic coronary angioplasty from 1,700 miles away. 2 interventional cardiologists performed the procedure, the very first of its kind globally.
China's ambassador to Trinidad and Tobago, Fang Chu, acknowledges the long history of medical partnership between the two countries.
Today's seminar not only showcases the dynamic vitality and the promising prospect of our medical cooperation, but also strengthens our confidence in our two countries' pursuit of building a community with a shared future.
Ambassador Fang says China is eager to work with this country to leverage the 50th anniversary celebration of diplomatic relations to inject new momentum into future collaborations. Terry Ann Brown-Campbell, TTT News.
In St. Lucia, Commerce Minister Emma Hippolyte is urging the island's small businesses to leverage artificial intelligence, AI, to streamline operations, improve customer service, and boost growth. Hippolyte highlighted AI's transformative potential for small enterprises during her address on World MSME Day.
On World MSME Day, St. Lucia's Commerce Minister Emma Hippolyte is advising small businesses to embrace artificial intelligence. As the world celebrates Micro, Small and Medium-Sized Enterprise Day, Minister Hippolyte is pushing local businesses to join the AI revolution. In an address, she highlighted the transformative power of artificial intelligence for small enterprises.
For us, AI is not just a buzzword. It is a transformative force that holds the potential to revolutionize how we conduct business, enhance efficiency, and unlock unprecedented opportunities for innovation. Embracing the AI revolution in today's competitive landscape and the ability to quickly adapt and innovate is paramount. AI offers MSMEs a unique opportunity to streamline operations, reduce costs, and improve decision-making processes.
The minister cited various ways AI can benefit small businesses, from streamlining operations to improving customer service.
From customer service chatbots that provide instant support to data analysis tools that uncover valuable insights, AI can empower businesses to operate more efficiently and effectively. Consider the power of AI-driven automation. Repetitive tasks that once consumed valuable time and resources can now be handled swiftly and accurately by AI systems. This not only frees up the team to focus on more strategic initiatives, but also minimizes human error, leading to higher quality outcomes and increased customer satisfaction. Driving innovation through AI often dictates the trajectory of any successful enterprise. AI is a catalyst for creativity and ingenuity.
While acknowledging the challenges of AI adoption, especially for smaller enterprises, Hippolyte encouraged a gradual approach.
The integration of AI is not a distant dream. It is a reality that holds immense potential for those willing to seize it. By incorporating AI into our operations, we can drive growth, enhance competitiveness, and positively impact our future.
To boost accessibility and visibility of local products, the government plans to establish Guyana shop corners at major airports, including John F. Kennedy and Miami. President Ali announced this initiative at the Guyana Marketing Corporation's annual dinner, stating that the government is ready to invest and is actively pursuing the project.
As a government, we have to embark on buying shelf space and branding space on the international shelf and regional shelf to take our products. And we're ready to make that investment. But that investment must be matched with our readiness to up our quality, up our production, and to be sustainable at it. So these are things that we're actively pursuing. We want to see a Guyana shop in the busiest airports across the world. I've already asked the Minister of Tourism to examine the possibility of us having, I asked Ms. Lalatu, having a Guyana shop at JFK, a Guyana shop in Toronto, in Miami, where you can pass through and pick up products of Guyana, whether it's agro-processed product, whether it's hammocks, because every product must carry a story. It's the story that attracts persons to products. We are doing a very poor job at telling the story of our products. We are also working on brand visibility and shelf space. we have to find a way in which local supermarkets must, not in the back shelf, must in the most prominent shelves carry our local food.
In sports, we're on the tracks with athletics. Sharika Jackson and Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price won their respective races in the first round of the 100 meters at the JAAA Puma National Junior and Senior Trials at the National Stadium last night. Sharika Jackson clocked 10.99 seconds with a lot left in the tank. Fraser-Price shot out like a bullet out of the blocks, commanding her race and finishing at 10.90 seconds. In the men's 100 meters race, Kishane Thompson's 9.82 seconds won his heat. Oblique Seville's 9.99 seconds looked easy, while Julian Ford cruised to an even 10 seconds. Akilah Smith jumped to 6.53 meters to claim the national title in the women's long jump. Before we end the newscast, let's take a look at some of the finalists of this year's Jamaica Festival Song Competition presentation show. The 10 finalists include 6 females, one of which is a talented representative of the disabled community.
Calling Jamaican kings and queens, paint the world black, gold and green. Jamaica is a big brand. Oh, yeah. Proud of where we come from. Shout it loud, cause we accent strong. Jamaica is a big brand. Oh, yeah. Raise your hand if you're proud to be Jamaican. I must dance if you're proud to be Jamaican. Fly your flag if you're proud to be Jamaican. We come together cause Jamaica is a big brand, yeah.
We lead, we never follow, you know. The country where we are now, Caribbean's queen. Small but we been across the world. Small island with a big culture. And it's easy to see, say everybody love ya. No when no in the world, you when me would I rather. Me no see it, oh no where else can compare to ya. Why your nationality? A place where we talk with the slang. We come from Jamaica.
Right across the world we are lead. Track and field we are the fastest sprinters. Yes, I'm a proud Jamaican. No woman no cry for Mali away. We cuss then we laugh, everything I read. Taxi can't leave, you are one and ready. Nothing no nice, like when we run aboard Aki and Sawfish is no joke. What a little island sea. Oh, what a joy we feel. The breeze sweet and the sun hot. Reggae music and dance and now we go fat.
It's all about Jamaica, land of sea and sunset. Yeah. No matter where I go, back to my land I go.
And that's the news on PBCJ. You can follow us on our social media platforms at PBCJamaica. Thanks for watching and have a great weekend.